Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you an Astral Seer Mindweaver build guide in Baldur's Gate 3. Now this combines two really fun damage types with both psychic and cold damage, and what's nice about this is it gets a lot of unique spells that you don't get anywhere else. So with this we also have the Astral Anomaly, so the unpredictable effects may result in damaging your own party, healing your enemies, reflecting the inherent risk of wielding such cosmic powers. Activating any of the Astral Flux abilities increases Astral Anomaly occurrence through Astral Instability. So whenever we cast some of our powerful spells and use the Mind Surge, we do get sometimes not so great benefits, but that's the fun of this class. So for cantrips, we get the Ethereal Beam here, which gives 1d8 or 1d4 of psychic and cold damage, which is cool, kind of combining both damage types. Cerebral Blast doing 1d10 of psychic, and the Partial Shock, which or Psychic Shock, which gives disadvantage on attack rolls. Very, very nice. Now for spells. Bunch of cool ones here. I'm a huge fan of Cosmic Shards, so conjure 3 Radiating Shards. This is basically Magic Missile, but cold damage. So 2 to 5 cold damage, and make sure that they do hit your target so you don't miss with it. Getting Shield is really nice too. Astral Disintegration is kind of an interesting one. Void, Frost, Sphere, Etheric Renewal, and we're going to do a Psionic Orb here, which does a 4d6 of psychic damage. Psychic being a very good damage type, because if you have the Resonance Stone, that damage is doubled. So that's really good. Now we get some different cerebral enhancements. Psionic Blade's not super good. It's good on the other subclasses, but on this one, we want something that's going to add our, when wearing light armor or not wearing armor, you can add half your intelligence modifier to your armor class. So this one's really good here. The Fleet of Mind is also really nice, getting increasing movement speed by 3 meters. And then also the Intellectual Agility is nice to add the intelligence modifier to our initiative. We're going to go with the Mind over Matter though. And for our ability scores, we're going to want to have at least 16 intelligence, and 16 dexterity would be nice as well, so we can get a good amount of armor class. So we're going to go with something like this for our stats, and we can take down our strength with the last points into dexterity. So 16 dex, 14 constitution, 16 intelligence, 10 charisma and wisdom. And for skill proficiencies, just make sure you go with persuasion. Perception's nice too. And if you're on console, you do have to select your bonuses and your skill proficiencies. Just want to touch on that because some people are having issues with this class. Now I'll be going over all the spells and gear options near the end of this video, so you can check that out. And I'll also show off some combat, because this is a really fun class. So level 2, we get our Mind Surge here, which causes mental exhaustion, but also can cause 1 turn of astral instability, so can cause some very not fun effects. We have the Cerebral Duality here, so harness the power of your mind to strike 2 targets simultaneously with a single spell, demonstrating the duality of your cerebral mastery. Mind Surge cost per spell power level applies 2 turns of astral instability. And the Anomaly Suppression, so you can use this to stop your anomalies from happening. And we also get another spell here. I think Shield is super useful, increasing armor class by 5. It is tempting to go with some of these here. This can inflict stun, which is really nice. Does 2d6 psychic and cold damage. This gives you +1 armor class and temporary health. And we can also heal the team. I think it's best to go with the Shield, though, because that's just going to give us a bit more survivability. At level 3, we get the Ethereal Mastery. So as a bonus action, after using Mind Surge, you can levitate and fly. We also get subclass features Etheric Haste, so channel the swiftness of the Aether, allowing you to cast a spell as a bonus action. Does do 2 turns of astral instability. So again, this is very similar to a sorcerer. It gets a lot of those similar effects. Celestial Focus, draw upon the celestial energies to enhance your concentration, giving you advantage in your next spell casting. Ensure that your spell hits with cosmic precision. We get some new spells here. Hold Person being a fun one. Mind Shackle doing 3d6 psychic damage and silencing the target. This one's huge. Mind Rend does 4d6 psychic damage and gives us advantage on intelligence and wisdom saving throws. Hold Person is a wisdom save, so you can hit this and then do your quicken spell and hit a Hold Person. So it's really good, basically making sure that you do land it. And we have the Psionic Storm here, which is like Call Lightning, but psychic damage, 2d10 psychic. Pretty good. Again, you can use this channeled every single turn and not use spell slots. We have the Celestial Vortex, which ravages enemies in 10-meter radius. Intense energies leave a frozen ground beneath the enemies, altering the battlefield. And we have the Ethereal Blessing, which restores 3 points to all allies, which is pretty nice. But I think Celestial Vortex being the best choice, and Mind Rend and Hold Person also being great too. And then we'll go for a Cerebral Enhancement. You can add our Intelligence modifier to the armor class, or increase movement speed by 3, which I think movement speed is a little bit more important here, because you can even just equip the Hell Rider Longbow, which will give you a +3 to initiative anyways. Now at next level, we do get the Seer's Temptation, and a bid to replenish your resources, continue your devastation, and draw upon the unstable energies of the astral plane. This dangerous temptation grants you One Mind Surge, but at the risk of driving you insane, potentially causing you to attack your allies, invoking instabilities where an anomaly can occur. So this can be not great to use, but it's there if you need it. Now, as I said, Mind Rend is nice, and then we'll take our Hold Person probably next. And for ability score improvement, take up your Intelligence. That gives us Armor class, and yeah, that's really useful for spell casting as well, obviously. Now we get some more spells here. We get ourselves the Ethereal Ice Bolt and the Mind Flare, which I think are two really fun spells. So 8d6 cold damage, and it can possibly leave behind a trail of frost, and having astral instability will leave targets frozen. And then we also have the Mind Flare, which is 8d6 of psychic. Pretty good. We also have our cerebral amplification, so all Mindweaver cantrips now deal additional damage equal to your intelligence modifier. Cosmic reprisals to react to an enemy's attack by unleashing back a cosmic surge of energy, striking back with the blast of cold drawn from the depths of the celestial plane. So you can use that as basically a reaction attack that deals cold damage. It becomes really strong. At level 6, we get another spell here, and I think this Mind Flare is just huge. Psychic damage, 8d6 psychic in a huge area. That's nice, especially with the Resonance Stone. Very powerful. Now we get some more fun spells. Psychic Chain Bolt, which does 76 of psychic damage, and he subsequent bolt sears the mind with force, dealing 2 to 12 psychic damage, preventing metal shock. We also got this Psychokinetic Rift, which is really nice. A gravitational force pulls enemies together, doing 2d12 of psychic damage, which is really nice. And if you have Mind Surge, it inflicts slow, and having Astral's ability gives Frightened, so you can slow and frighten targets, which is huge. Insanity Prelude, unleash a chaotic prelude of madness, causing enemies to lose their sanity and attack randomly. This can be nice too, but it does have a wisdom save, so you do want to use your Mind Rend first. We also have Dominate Will, which is nice because it'll damage the target. It's like Dominate Person, but with extra damage. We're going to go with Psychic Chain Bolt because that's pretty fun. And then we can also go with our Intellectual Agility here to give us an additional initiative equal to our Intelligence modifier. We also could go with the Cerebral Amplification there to add a bit of extra damage to our cantrips. But this is like a sorcerer. You want to spellcast as much as possible. Now we also get same level spell shot selections here. So Obliteration Nova is kind of nice. 48 Psychic, 2d8 Cold. Unleash a beam of destructive energy. It erupts into a psionic nova upon impact, devastating all nearby creatures with explosive force. The sheer blast leaves nothing but chaos in its wake. You can use Inflict Prone. And it can hurl targets from the center if you have Astral Instability. Psionic Storm can be nice too if you want to have that, or even Hold Person. So you could go with a previous spell. I think Hold Person actually has some merit here. We'll also take up our initiative, or intelligence for more initiative, armor class, as well as better spell casting. And then we can take alert at next level. We do get kind of the same spells here, so really your own choice. I think it's good to go with the Psychokinetic Rift or Obliteration Nova. And for the next Astral Cerebral Enhancement, we can add Astral Domination. So all Mindweaver spells that deal psychic damage now deal additional damage equal to your intelligence modifier. It's really good. Psychic Breath basically allows us to bypass immunities and affecting inanimate objects to psychic. Pretty good. So that basically makes that our psychic attacks can hit through anything that's going to resist it normally. I think at this level it's best to take Obliteration Nova at level 10. Unfortunately, we don't get any more higher level spells. We just go with the ones there and upcast them, which is still really good. And then for our next leveled spell, Mind Ward Aegis is nice. Raises your armor class by 2 and then gives 2d8 of psychic damage to attackers. And Counterspell is also obviously a good spell to have around. So yeah, you got lots of good options here. Psionic Storm if you don't want to spend spell slots out. Ethereal Blessing can heal up to 27 for all allies, which is nice. It does give them or use Mind Surge, so this doesn't actually use your spell slots, which is really useful. So it's almost tempting to take that just for a healing option. And then we can also go with our increased damage to our cantrips too. We get a lot of cerebral enhancements here, which is nice. And then at level 12, we can take another spell and a feat. However, you could add in like a level of fighter for heavy armor if you wanted it. Although we do add intelligence modifier to that. You got lots of options there. War Cleric even. Psionic Storm can be a fun spell or counter spell. And then for our feat, we're going to go with Alert for +5 initiative. We'll always go first this way because we add our intelligence modifier to +5. Hellrider Longbow is a +3. And then we also got all of our spells here, which can be upcast, which is super nice. So basically, whenever you're going for spells, you do have our cantrips here. Ethereal Beam is not too strong, but it's like an Eldritch Blast almost, so you can attack 3 times. Boom. And the psychic damage can be doubled. Cerebral Blast can also hit really hard. 50 damage there. Jeez. With a cantrip, that is good. Because we basically deal Give the resonance stone extra damage, but on top of this, also we get an additional 5 damage from our. That's 56 damage. That's crazy for a cantrip. So yeah, we do get a lot of extra damage, 46, and then this one will give disadvantage on attack rolls. So if you're up close, you can give a target disadvantage, which is really nice. So yeah, that took out our team really quickly. Now I didn't even get to use any of the bonus effects there, which I'll show off in just a moment. I want to get out into an actual combat encounter to showcase what this can look like. But for our armor, it's nice to have a shield if you got like a half elf. I also like going with the Hood of the Weave because this is going to give us a +2 to our spell save DC and spell attack rolls. So that can be extremely useful for just making sure that you're landing your hits. Cloak of Protection, Evasive Shoes, Ring of Protection. I'm a big fan of all 3 of these for your main character because it gives you increased armor class. Now, we do get to wear light armor, so this can be pretty fun because we do add our armor class to it. So you can even be like a jack of all trades and just go with the bhaalist armor +2 to initiative. Get in close, we have 25 armor class with that. And what's nice about this is you apply vulnerability to piercing damage, so you can get up close to targets, and then your team will be able to blast them with some extra damage. You can also go with some other choices here, like this does have 14 armor class, so that's going to be probably the best choice. Potent Robe will deal additional damage equal to our charisma modifier. It's good if you have a higher charisma. The Robe of the Weave can be another fun choice. But since we got light armor proficiency and can add half our armor class to light armor, it's almost better to go with like a light armor choice over going with something that's not. So we'll go with that there. And then also we get the Helldust Gloves, which will give us additional damage, or additional spell save DC, which is nice for hitting targets with our spells. And then also additional melee damage if we want. Viconia's Walking Fortress, Hellrider Longbow for the +3 to initiative. Again, I also like Crippled Lord Ring for giving us like free animate dead. Now, what this looks like in terms of combat, I'll just get out into the battlefield to show it off. Being able to wear light armor is extremely useful because this is giving us a pretty decent armor class of 25. So we're tanky. We also have the ability to apply vulnerability to piercing damage. So if you have a bunch of like rangers, they'll get extra damage if you're up close. So we're kind of tanky, so it's not a bad idea to get up close. I also like to have us with us. So if you have us, it does additional psychic damage, which is really nice. So that's really fun to have around. Now in terms of, 19 initiative. That is pretty quick. So we have our Mind Surge. We got our Cerebral Duality, which basically allow you to target 2 targets with a spell. So yeah, we can click this off. We can go with our Etheric Haste here, which uses Mind Surge charges. We do have 13 of them, so yeah, we'll use a Mind Surge charge here. Celestial Focus basically makes it so you don't miss your turn, gives you extra astral instability. And then if we go with one of these, we can actually apply a spell twice to a target, or I guess to 2 targets. Unfortunately, there's no one else in range. So that can be fun if you go with like a cantrip here. It won't let you target the same one twice, unfortunately, so that is too bad about that, but I think that's a nice benefit. But applying our Mind Surge can be pretty fun, and this will inflict slow on a target, so we can drop this here, which is going to be pretty devastating, and create Ice Surface there. I guess pulls them in and frightens them, so now she's frightened. And then also if you got Illithid abilities, you can use your like Mind Blast and things like that, which is pretty fun. And then we can Sonic Fly whenever we go as a bonus action, so some pretty fun options. We unfortunately can only use one of these per turn, so that is something that can happen. And yeah, I'll basically just end turn there just to let everything happen. We got Master Chief and Bloodborne there doing their thing. It's nice to be able to hit 2 enemies with a spell because that allows you to spread damage pretty nicely, and it's a synergetic class. You got Shadowheart with the guns out. I should have brought us. She's gonna dash, but she's slowed and frightened, so yeah, she's not moving very quick, and she has no actions, and she can't attack. So, yeah, that's the nice thing about some of these spells is I didn't go outright for the kill with that one, but we were able to do some pretty nice crowd control. And this is another thing that's nice about this class. We can create ice surfaces with our Celestial Vortex here, which is pretty good. So we'll unfortunately catch someone in the act there, but yeah, Psychic Fireball. We weren't able to hit them, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess we can go with. I'm not sure why it's not letting me use that, but wanted to apply a spell to 2 targets. Now we can go with like a psychic attack here, and hopefully it didn't change to the enemy there. Oh, now we got guards running over out of nowheres. That's never seen that happen before. You called. And then we can go ahead with attacking them. I guess we'll just start combat with them. And Mind Blast. So they're now in the fight. I've never had that happen before. I don't know where they came from, but that's wild. And on top of this, I guess we can... Yeah, it's not letting us use any of our benefits there, so... I guess we have the Astral Instability there, so we can also suppress that if we go with that. And pretty fun. So we'll just end our turn there. I don't know what's going on in combat, but... whoa! Astral Instability. I exploded. So yeah, you take damage, but the nice thing was we took out everyone near us. Wow. Yeah, that is the benefit of Astral Instability. You can do some really funny things like that. So, yeah, incredible. That was really useful. We knocked him back too, so he has to dash now. And we took out anyone that was near us. So, pretty useful. I love that. That is so fun. It does hurt you, but it can also hurt your teammates, so you do have to watch out for that. I'll get in there. We had our Astral Flux, so we can use this to channel two. We can use a spell on 2 targets, so we can hit them both with a Psychic Bolt. We can even upcast this to do a bit more damage, so we got some level 3 spells, so we'll blast both of these, hopefully take them out. 54, 58. Even with cantrips, we can hit really hard, so that's also really nice. We don't have the ability to do a bonus action spell, but that's fine. We also can... I guess use the Lithid abilities, so we can blank, knock her back, so she's displaced. That's fine. And then we'll end her turn. That was pretty good. She's going to try and do, yeah, Darkness. I knew it because we broke her concentration, and then she's going to hit us with, yeah, Beckoning Darkness. Knew that was coming, so we're blinded, taking necrotic damage per turn. And then I'll just use Us to blast him with a little bit of Psychic. Blocked it. That's fine. He might be going for them. That's okay. Going straight for Gale. So we take extra damage here, but we can basically just run out of this here and then go ahead. Even like if you have Create Water set up, that can be pretty nice too. Our path is interrupted, but it's not... oh, we actually can't cast that because of that, but we can hit her with this. So we'll go with a Cold Ice Beam there. That took her out. Nice. And then since I guess we can't use our... We're just waiting for the Astral Instability to occur, which is very likely at the end of this turn. So I'll just move them back. Master Chief, get out of there. Sir! And get ready to boom. Us can try and... That's not going to hit. Oh, it did. Nice. Interesting. And got the extra attack off. Thank you, Us. Main hand attack on Shadowheart. Oh, I got hit with the Beckoning Darkness. So then we can also just go ahead with our... We lost our ability there. Basically just go for a Psychic attack. That's going to hit really hard. 50 damage. And then we also have our Celestial Haste. So we can just hit him with another one of those. Cantrips work really well here, honestly. So blast him with another one. And Critical Block. That was the worst. Of course. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just attack him here with our Energy Sword. But yeah, that is strong. I'm going to go to the gate here. We took out a bunch of soldiers there, but we'll go straight to... Oh! Astral Instability charge. Oops, I'm sorry. That in-webbed a bunch of people. Oh, we created a huge web. Dang. So yeah, the Astral Instability is kind of funny because it can have a lot of bad effects like that. Hopefully we get out of it. Nope, we failed to save again because our dexterity is just mid. Yeah, very powerful effects. You have a lot of things to choose from with the Mind Surge choices. You got the Anomaly Suppression, a whole bunch of different options that do a ton of damage, so it can be pretty fun. And also, I guess we'll just get into combat here. I'll apply haste to myself, so since our initiative is so high, we can literally just go with the Gaunter Mail here. And what's nice about this is you can give yourself haste, so you can apply this extra powerful haste, and then once your bonus action's back, we'll just go back into turn-based, and then you can just decimate everyone with some pretty powerful abilities. We can't hit everyone at the same time, so we'll try it. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. We'll go to level 5 spell. We'll hit him with this Psychic Fireball, which is going to go boom. Yeah, that was pretty good. 84, 84, 80, 76. Did a good number on him. And then we can hit him with the Celestial this ice attack. So I guess I can move up a little bit and then go with boom. This will create ice, and we can also use our mind surge too if we wanted to. So this is a concentration. We'll break our haste, so don't really want that. But psychokinetic rift can be pretty fun because it'll pull everyone in, and if we have mind surge active, it'll give extra benefits of slow, and we also don't have astral instability, but it would also frighten them if we did. So we'll just pull them in with this. The big black hole style attack has slowed everyone. We got more guards coming after us there. We don't have our mind blast. That's really a useful spell to have. But we can give ourselves, I guess, of the Illithid abilities, Mind Sanctuary can be really nice. You got to be mindful that it could give haste to the enemies, so that's not something that you want to do, but it is there as an option. And then we also got our other force abilities, so yeah, really fun. So I guess we have a bonus action. I should use something. Absorb Intellect, Shield of Thralls. Yeah, I'll just end turn. I don't want to make this video very long by spending every single action. There's a lot of guards there. They're just going to attack me, but our armor class is really high. Ensnaring Strike. Good luck. I'll just speed up to my turn. And we're back with a few more spells. So, yeah, we can even go with our Psychic Chain Bolt, which is really nice here. Now, this or the Mind Flare. Mind Flare can be a really powerful one, especially if it's upcast and hits a good number of targets. So we could go with that and hopefully wipe them out. So we'll try that. Hopefully that takes out all of them. 86, 86, 32. Didn't take those two out, but that's okay. If we have them lined up, and Create Water can be really nice for this. You can actually hit so many people with this spell. So I guess we'll just move a little bit and try to hit them all with it. Oh, we can hit 4 of them. So we'll go with that there. Boom. And that creates ice surfaces so people can slip around and fall, which is extra nice. Now, we also have our Ethereal Haste, which we can do a 3rd spell. And then we can, yeah, I guess we can only apply one of those benefits at a time. We can heal our team if we need to, but I think they're too far gone past that point at this point. Also, we can hit people with our spell there. The ability to do Magic Missile. We're actually doing not too bad. We have 2 guards left, or 3 guards left. So maybe a Magic Missile is in order. We do have 1 level 5 spell slot left. We also have some cantrips that we could use, so that could be nice too. But yeah, we're almost out of all spell slots there. So maybe hit him with this. We'll upcast to level 2. Or maybe the bow user. Who's the highest threat? We'll hit Deadeye over there. Yeah, that took him out. Nice. So yeah, we're pretty tanky. Oh, and then we we hit him with our Astral Anomaly. It started combat again, but it took out that target there. That's so funny. Astral Anomalies are fun, especially when they don't hurt your team. Now my team is tanking a lot of hits for us, so they're not doing too hot right now, but we also have us. I'll use us because that's almost an extension of who we are. And now we got ourselves another spell slot. We got 1 level 5 spell slot, so I guess we could use something pretty intense here. Sonic Orb will likely take them out. We'll see if it does. We get 2 actions. Boom, 54. So yeah, that is pretty powerful. And we're going to explode, so uh-oh. Oh, nice. Since I went up to the Mother Brain, it actually destroyed our Astral Instability. So that would have been bad. But we could have exploded there. That is the Astral Seer Mindweaver. Very fun subclass in Baldur's Gate 3. It's chaotic and a whole lot of fun. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this class, hit the subscribe button. Go check it out. It's by ZX10RX. Really fun class. And yeah, super cool. So again, have a great day, everyone. And I'll see you all in the next video.